The morning train reached Silver Bay with sunlight on the rail. I carried one small leather case, my uniform and numbered bib. The new stadium faced the ocean, white columns shining in the heat. I stood outside the athlete's entrance with fresh white shoes upon my feet. Last year ended on a stretcher. This year started at the gate. White shoes at Silver Bay, clean laces underneath the sun. Everyone remembered my old record. I remembered how I felt. White shoes at Silver Bay, one careful step upon the track. I had not come to chase the past. I had come to find my rhythm back. Reporters waited near the tunnel, calling out my former time. My coach said, smile for the picture, show them everything is fine. I touched the tape around my ankle, then looked toward lane number 4. The track appeared both new and familiar, like a road I'd known before. The starting blocks were waiting. My heartbeat counted first. White shoes at Silver Bay, clean laces underneath the sun. Everyone remembered my old record. I remembered how I felt. White shoes at Silver Bay, one careful step upon the track. I had not come to chase the past. I had come to find my rhythm back. A runner carries every finish, every stumble, every cheer. The body keeps a quiet record of the things the crowd cannot hear. I bent to tighten both white laces, pressed my heel against the ground, and somewhere on the empty backstretch I heard another runner's sound. White shoes at Silver Bay, now one shadow crossed the lane. A stranger ran the outer circle with no crowd to call his name. White shoes at Silver Bay, the first warm wind moved through. I came to prove that I could run again, then turned and noticed you. One measured breath, one morning line, one pair of footsteps near to mine. I placed my foot inside the blocks and listened to you pass.
I entered through the service gate before the watchman raised the chain. The grandstand held no cheering crowd, only salt wind from the bay. I placed my worn shoes on the track and marked the first slow mile. The stadium flags were folded still, the sun had not yet climbed. No coach called out my split times, I counted every breath. Morning laps before the flags, round the curve and down the line. No reporter knew my number, no sponsor knew my name. Morning laps before the flags, only goals above the stands. I had learned to chase a finish with a stopwatch in my hand. I trained beside the harbor road, delivered parcels afternoon. At night I read old racing manuals in a small rented room. The summer games were one clear chance to reach the national team. I did not need the loudest entrance, I only needed one clean race. The empty track kept every secret, my shoes kept moving through. Morning laps before the flags, round the curve and down the line. No reporter knew my number, no sponsor knew my name. Morning laps before the flags, only goals above the stands. I had learned to chase a finish with a stopwatch in my hand. Fame can arrive before the effort, effort can live without a sound. 1,000 unseen morning circles still become one measured ground. I turned toward the inner straightaway and saw white shoes near lane 4. The woman every paper mentioned was standing there alone. Cross the final marker, I watched her test the blocks. Morning laps before the flags, 2 different stories on one track. I came to make the city learn my name, then wondered what had brought her back. One folded flag, one rising day, 2 runners finding the same way. I slowed beside the 6th lane and stopped my watch.
You stopped your watch beside lane 6 and asked if I was hurt.
I said only warming up.
You looked down at the tape,
You did not ask about my record.
or the papers by the gate.
You said your shoulders rise before the gun.
Try breathing out and wait.
You watched the way I finished laps and asked who planned my pace.
I said the harbor clocks and mileposts were the only coach I had.
You took the watch out of my hand and checked the faded face.
Then said, your second quarter is too fast.
You lose the final straight.
You heard the fear inside my breathing.
You saw the flaw inside my stride.
Lane 6 beside mine.
One white line between our feet.
You taught me how to hold a finish.
I taught you
How to breathe. Lane 6 beside mine.
no grandstand calling either name.
We met before the flags were raised and never ran the same. I placed my blocks a little lower.
I slowed the opening turn.
You counted 3 calm breaths beside.
You marked the pace I had to learn.
The sun reached over the stadium.
The track began to shine.
Lane 6 beside mine.
One white line between our feet.
You taught me how to hold a finish.
I taught you
How to breathe. Lane 6 beside mine.
no grandstand calling either name.
We met before the flags were raised and never ran the same.
A mile reveals itself with time.
I had always feared the starting gun.
I had always rushed the opening line.
2 runners trained for different distances.
Still the track could teach us both.
One needed patience at the beginning.
One needed courage
From the blocks. Lane 6 beside mine.
Now the watch passed hand to hand.
You said keep it until tomorrow.
I said then help me.
Understand. Lane 6 beside mine.
The morning practice bell rang through.
We entered as 2 separate runners.
We left with
One more reason to return. One deep breath.
one measured line.
Your lane running close to mine.
You walked toward the outer track.
And I kept your watch. Your stopwatch clicked at 7 sharp. The silver case was worn. One scratch crossed through the second hand. One corner had been torn. You said it lost a little time whenever rain was near. I said then it is just like runners, never perfect, still sincere. I pressed the button at the starting line. The numbers moved for me. Your stopwatch in my hand, counting something new and small. Not the record from last summer, not the moment of my fall. Your stopwatch in my hand, one quiet second after one. I started measuring the runner I was was slowly becoming. I ran the first 200 easy, held the curve and raised my pace. At 300 fear came near me, but did not control the race. I stopped the watch beyond the finish, saw no famous time appear. Still I smiled because my ankle had carried me without fear. The empty stand gave no applause. I did not need it then. Your stopwatch in my hand, counting something new and small. Not the record from last summer, not the moment of my fall. Your stopwatch in my hand, one quiet second after one, I started measuring the runner. I was slowly becoming. A number can become a burden when the world decides its worth, but one small watch between two runners can return it to the work. You had not asked me to be faster than the woman I had been. You only asked me to breathe calmly and trust my feet again. In my hand, now you waited near the rail. I held it up and called the split time. You smiled before I finished. Your stopwatch in my hand, I crossed the track toward you. For the first time since the injury, a measured second felt like truth. One scratched face, one steady sound, one lost rhythm, newly found. I placed the watch against my heart before returning it.
Led you past the upper tunnel, where the new concrete met the sky. You looked toward the endless stairway and asked if runners learn to fly. I said the harbor team trained there when winter winds were strong. You placed both hands upon your waist and said, then lead me on. We climbed the first 12 rows together. The sea grew small below. One step after one more step, you carried fame upon your shoulders. I carried being overlooked. The stairs no coach had ever chosen me, no club had paid my fare. You said every coach had watched you, even when you wished they weren't there. I feared the world would never notice. You feared it never looked away. Two opposite kinds of pressure sat beside us in the shade. Your ankle rested near my running shoe. Neither one pretended. The stairs above the stadium, one step after one more step. You carried fame upon your shoulders. I carried being overlooked. The stairs above the stadium, no finished tape and no applause. We reached the highest empty row and finally let the silence talk. You said, what happens if I lose? I said, then you still finish the race. I asked, what happens if no one remembers? You said, then make them remember the way. Below us workers raised the banners. Above us summer clouds moved on. We returned down every stair with half our fear already gone. What being understood could mean. One high road, one open sky, two honest fears no longer hidden. We reached the track together as the first flags rose.
The marching band crossed through the tunnel. Silver horns filled every stand.
I walked beside the city runners,
Small white flowers in my hand.
the floodlights reached the starting line.
The ocean disappeared.
Then across the crowded infield,
I saw your number there.
I marched behind the harbor athletes, our uniforms plain and blue.
crowd rose for the famous names, then my eyes returned to you.
You stood beneath the tallest flagpole,
Calm as if the lights were stars.
I touched the watch inside my pocket.
You raised one hand from far. Thousands filled the stadium.
One face remained completely clear.
Opening night under the floodlights.
Every banner in the air.
You stood among 100 runners. Still I knew exactly where.
Opening night under the floodlights. No private lane and no quiet dawn.
The world had finally entered our stadium, but our first morning carried on. The mayor spoke of strength and honor.
The flame moved down the line.
You smiled when one flag tangled.
You laughed and covered yours with mine.
Opening night under the floodlights.
Every banner in the air.
You stood among 100 runners. Still I knew exactly where.
Opening night under the floodlights. No private lane and no quiet dawn.
The world had finally entered our stadium, but our first morning carried on. Tomorrow every name becomes a number.
Every friendship meets the clock.
Every heart still carries what it found.
We could not cross each other's finish,
We could not run each other's race,
but beneath the opening lights,
we promised not to turn away. Opening night under the floodlights.
now the final anthem played.
You move closer through the athletes. I met you near the outer lane. Opening night under the floodlights.
One brief moment out of view.
You said, run the race that belongs to you.
I said,
And I will run mine too. Burning flame,
two separate races,
beginning with you.
the
Floodlights stayed above us as the athletes left the field. The newspaper waited at breakfast, folded near the hotel door. Our photograph was on the second page, larger than the racing scores. You stood beside me under floodlights. I was laughing at your flag. The headline called me the returning star, and called you an unknown man. The picture showed one honest moment. The words changed what it meant. Our photograph in the morning paper, two smiles printed black and white. They wrote that you had followed fame dawn. I photograph in the morning paper, one frame everyone could claim. The camera caught the way I looked at you, then gave it someone else's name. My manager closed the breakfast room and said the team was worried. Your comeback needs a cleaner story. Do not give them more to print. I said you were an athlete, not a shadow by my side. He said results were all that mattered. I did not answer him. I thought that distance might protect you. I did not ask what distance cost. I photographed in the morning paper, two smiles printed black and white. They wrote that you had followed fame. They never saw the dawn. I photographed in the morning paper, one frame everyone could claim. The camera caught the way I looked at you, then gave it someone else's name. At practice you waited near lane 6. I entered through another gate. You lifted up the silver stopwatch. I looked down and walked away. I wanted to explain the headline, the warning and the fear, but silence looked too much like shame from the place where you stood. I photographed in the morning paper. Now the page was folded small. The world had placed me high above you. I had helped it build the wall. I photographed in the morning paper. I tore the headline from the frame. I kept the part where we were smiling, because that moment was not theirs to name. One printed lie, one honest view, one missing explanation owed to you. I placed the photograph inside my locker and waited for the race.
My qualifying heat began at 2. The air was hot and still. 6 runners wore the colors of the largest city clubs. The announcer paused upon my number, then mispronounced my name. I looked toward lane 6 near the warm-up track. You were not there. The morning paper stayed inside my bag. The starting gun erased it. Half a second from the final, one thin space beyond the line. measured time. Half a second from the final, every stride became my own. The crowd still did not know my story, but the track had always known. I followed the first runner too closely, faster than the plan. At halfway my legs grew heavy, the field began to spread. Then I heard your voice from morning, keep the final straight alive. I shortened one uneven step, held back until the final turn. 3 runners crossed before me to remain beside my shoulder. Half a second from the final, one thin space beyond the line. I had no room for anger there, only breath and measured time. Half a second from the final, every stride became my own. The crowd still did not know my story, but the track had always known. I did not hear the stadium shouting, I heard the watch inside my mind. First quarter, second quarter, save the courage for the line. I passed one runner near the marker, leaned forward through the tape. The official studied every number, I waited without air. Mine by less than one full stride. Half a second from the final, no luck had carried me. I had changed the pace that once defeated me, because you made me see. One narrow time, one open door. Half a second giving one race more. Beyond the track, I saw you standing with the newspaper in your hand. I waited near the athlete's tunnel with a torn headline in my hand.
You returned from qualification,
Still breathing hard and fast.
I said the picture was not wrong.
The words were what I feared.
You looked toward the crowded hallway.
I asked if you could hear. I said I thought you were ashamed to have an unknown runner near.
You said the team had warned you that the story could interfere.
You said you tried to guard my name by leaving me alone.
I said protection without truth
Can feel too much like letting go.
I placed the photograph between us.
I placed the stopwatch near.
The silence before the gun, where every honest word must land.
No crowd can run the race for us.
No paper understands. The silence before the gun, one last breath before we start.
You cannot carry my number,
But you can stand beside my heart. I said my final came tomorrow.
I said the Seawall mile came next.
You told me not to chase the old time.
You told me not to prove the press.
The official called my warm-up group.
We had one moment left. The silence before the gun,
where every honest word must land.
no crowd can run the race for us.
No paper understands.
The silence before the gun,
One last breath before we start.
you cannot carry my number,
But you can stand beside my heart. When the stadium becomes too loud,
remember lane 6 at dawn.
when the final turn feels endless,
Remember how you carried on.
we did not promise medals.
We did not promise victory. We promised to finish as ourselves, whatever time appeared. The silence before the gun,
Now the tunnel door was wide.
you returned the silver stopwatch.
I closed your fingers over mine.
The silence before the gun, then the official called my name.
I walked toward the starting blocks, and you walked with me halfway. One true word,
One steady breath,
one heart beside another at the test.
at the tunnel line,
We separated,
but neither turned away.
Eight runners stood behind the blocks. The stadium turned still. My former time was on the program, printed underneath my name. The favorite waited in lane 5. I stood inside lane 4. I touched the track with both my fingers and asked for nothing more. One breath for the starting line, one race for who I was today. I ran my own time, not the number from before. I let the first curve come toward me. I did not force the door. I ran my own time, every second clean and true. The crowd was chasing my old record. I was running towards something new. The gun broke through the stadium. 8 white shoes left the ground. At 200 lane 5 led me. The cheering became sound. My ankle held through every corner. My shoulders stayed relaxed. At 300 fear came near me. I breathed and let it pass. The final straight grew wider. I heard one voice above the rest. I ran my own time, not the taste of my new life. I bent beneath the finish ribbon, laughing while I tried to breathe. Silver rested in the official's hand. Freedom rested underneath. Not failed. One silver light, one steady line, one future measured in my time. I crossed the infield toward you, with my shoes still worn.
The mile began beside the seawall, where the harbor road ran straight. 8 runners waited near the banner. Fishing boats moved past the gate. You stood beyond the second marker, silver medal near your coat. I touched the stopwatch in my pocket, then the starter raised his arm. 4 laps had lived inside my training. 1 mile waited in the sun. The mile along the seawall, salt wind moving through the line. I let the leaders take the first turn. I stayed inside my time. The mile along the seawall, every marker passing true. I had spent years running there alone. That day I ran with what you knew. At halfway I was 6th, 2 long strides behind the pack. The crowd expected one early challenge, but I did not answer back. At 3/4, shoulders tightened. The first runner lost his pace. I moved past one beside the harbor, then saved the rest for the final straight. Your voice reached through the ocean wind. Now run the part you kept. The mile along the seawall, salt wind moving through the line. I let the leaders take the first turn. I stayed inside my time. The mile along the seawall, every marker passing true. I had spent years running there alone. That day I ran with what you knew. I passed the 4th runner beside the stand. 2 liters crossed ahead of me, still bronze felt bright within my hand. A national coach checked the final sheet, then asked where I had trained. I pointed toward the harbor road and said, here, mostly in the rain. The mile along the seawall, now my number reached the board. 3rd place and a training invitation, more than I had asked before. The mile along the seawall, you were waiting past the line. I returned the watch that started us. You said, keep it one more time. 1 harbor mile, 1 open gate, 1 patient race, changing my fate. We walked beside the seawall, while the other runners cooled.
The final crowd had left the stadium. Programs moved beneath the seats. Workers lowered every banner. Evening cooled the track.
I placed my silver medal on the white starting line.
You placed your bronze beside it and sat down next to mine.
You said the papers wanted victory, a perfect comeback story,
I said the coaches wanted numbers,
something easy to compare.
but silver meant you trusted.
The ankle you once feared,
Bronze meant someone finally saw the unseen miles that brought me here.
neither one told everything.
2 medals on the empty track, silver light and weathered bronze.
One said I returned as myself,
One said I finally belong.
2 medals on the empty track, no crowd remained to see.
The finest prize was not the medal, it was who you helped me be.
I returned the morning photograph,
I gave the torn headline back.
you placed the watch between the medals.
You placed your hand beside the track.
The floodlights dimmed above us,
The sea became the only sound.
2 medals on the empty track,
Silver light and weathered bronze.
one said I returned as myself,
One said I finally belong.
2 medals on the empty track, no crowd remained to see.
The finest prize was not the medal,
It was who you helped me be.
my letter says the same.
I asked which train would take you.
You smiled and named the day.
We did not could choose between
a future and the feeling found.
We could train beneath another sky and keep our feet upon the ground.
You said do not run ahead of me.
I said do not live inside the past.
Two medals on the empty track.
We left them shining on the line,
Then walked one quiet lap together
without measuring
the time. Silver near,
bronze beside,
two separate races,
one shared stride. The stopwatch stayed inside my pocket as we passed lane 6.
Autumn trains crossed through the valley. A new stadium came in view. I wore the national training jacket, the same dark blue as you.
My silver medals stayed at home. My white shoes filled my case. Your scratched old watch remained inside the pocket near my waist. The coach's call, the morning schedule, distance runners took the field. You joined the quarter-mile group beyond the inner rail. No newspaper had arranged us, no opening lights were near. Still, when you turned at lane 6, I knew exactly why I was there.
Different sessions, one team jacket,
Different distances, one road ahead.
Next summer on the same team, under another stadium sky,
You will race the measured quarter, I will let the mile unfold.
next summer on the same team,
No one running in the other's place.
we will meet beyond the finish with our own time on our face. I returned the watch before warm-up.
I closed your fingers once again.
You said, keep it through the winter.
You said then count my final 10.
The coach raised the training flag.
The morning whistle sounded clear.
next summer on the same team, under another stadium sky,
You will race the measured quarter, I will let the mile unfold.
next summer on the same team,
No one running in the other's place.
We will meet beyond the finish with our own time on our face. Love did not slow my starting speed.
Love did not shorten my long road.
It taught me not to fear the gun.
It taught me when to hold. Two athletes can share a future without surrendering a lane.
We could choose the same destination and still arrive in different ways.
first training lap began.
We moved toward the outer distance.
I settled in the blocks. Next summer on the same team, the whole new season open wide.
You carry patience into motion.
I carry courage in my stride. Next summer on the same team, from Silver Bay to every track.
No headline could define us.
No old record pulled us back. Next summer on the same team, one promise, simple, strong and true.
Run the race that bears your number.
Then
Wait beyond the line for me. Your own pace, your own time.
two open lanes running side by side.
The whistle called us forward, and the stopwatch started again.